Welcome. It's the Masters League, Master League, should I say? And we've got our first semi-final on the cards. It's Hollowpoint Academy versus Team Trojan, and I'm joined by someone who's, they've joined me before, but it's been a while. Say hello to Zapsyy, everybody. This is where you talk.
I thought we were on a first name basis, but alright, yeah. Hello, it's me,
Hello,
Zapsyy.
Pontus. How are you, man?
Tom's dear friend.
Yes.
I'm good.
I am Tom Anpigeon Hunt as usual. I've been brought over from the F1. I say I've been brought over. I like doing the Masters League, but yeah, we've got a really spicy matchup today in this best of three, the semi-finals. Of course, the winner advances to the finals of the league to win a tasty cash prize. 3 maps on show today. Nuke. Picked by Hollowpoint Academy, Vertigo, then picked on the side of Trojan, and then I've decided, if we come to it, should be Train. Now, I'm excited for all 3 of these maps. It's a very different matchup, I'd say. You don't really see these 3 maps being played all together in a matchup. Pontus, what can we expect the playstyle from these 3 maps?
Well, I'm not familiar with either of the team, but I know both Nuke and Vertigo, as well as Train to some points, are very utility-heavy maps. So it's going to be fun to see what execute we can expect from these 2 teams here, how much homework they've done, and if they're just prepared for the strategies here. Because these are not as puggy maps as the other maps, let's say Dust 2 and Mirage, that both have been banned in the first stage. So I do expect to see some teamwork here, and if not, well, that's on their faults.
Yeah, well, speaking of these 2 teams, Hollowpoint Academy versus Team Trojan. So this matchup is the, for both these matchups, so this matchup especially is the best of Group B versus the second best of Group A. So Hollowpoint Academy being the second best of Group A, and Trojan obviously being the best of Group B. They haven't lost yet. They haven't lost a series. They haven't lost a map yet. So we'll see how that goes. I definitely need to turn my sound down though for Counter-Strike, as we'll get into the match very shortly, as you can hear the game sound.
Yeah, I had to turn down my sound quite a lot as well. It's been a while since I've played, and toying with the sounds on my PC was just way too loud for me. And we're getting old, Tom. Our hearing ain't as good as it used to be.
Yep, that's true. Well, just making sure the sounds are okay on the stream, and we'll hopefully be getting into it soon. You know, all players looking to connect very fast, so we can actually get this started on time, on the usual time. What's the time that we get started? It's 8 PM CST, or if you're me and you're British, it'll be 7 PM.
Well, it should be starting in any minute now, since the warm-up is ending. And all players seem to be here. No, I was lied to.
Well, hold on, I need to... Why is there a player that's been muted?
Well, we all know why he's been muted, Tom.
Yeah, but can you unmute him from GeoTV?
No, I cannot.
I cannot find a way to unmute him.
No, I'm pretty sure we can only unmute him if we're in game, but since we're spectators, he's just... Well, you know, Gaben decided he's not allowed to speak no more.
Well, this is strange.
It's just the ways. Well, hopefully he doesn't say anything important in the chat, you know. Maybe you should turn that off, just as usual.
Yeah, I mean... That's strange. Well, if anybody can fill me in on who this last player is, because that's that's unfortunate. I don't understand why it's not unmuted them, and why we can't unmute them as well. But
he's from Belgium. That much we know. Well, if the flag's correct, you know, we saw a lot last season with Machiavelli, and that the flags were quite wrong sometimes.
Yeah, whoever's on, if there's anybody from Hollowpoint Academy, can you let me know, or I'll just ask someone else, as the get map is being restarted. You love to see it, but how has your day been, Pontus? How are you doing?
Yeah, well, my day has been quite eventful. He's been busy working, doing, you know, my duty as a civilized man.
as in working at a PC store.
No, well, this is my internship, so I'm like on a leave from the PC store for the moment, so I'm working my internship through my education.
We love to be educated.
Yeah, we do. Speaking of education, how's uni going?
Mate, it's a vibe, innit?
It's a vibe, yeah.
It is a vibe.
Did you pass the corona vibe though? Who knows?
I mean, I no longer have coronavirus.
Epic. So you had the coronavirus at the time before, right?
Yes. I
That's
think
epic.
so anyway, like... Well, you know, it's worth it.
Well,
I'd
imagine
love it
putting
if-
on your just put it on your resume. Survive the corona pandemic and the virus.
Yeah, I'd love it if I was able to unmute that guy. That is so strange.
It's certainly gonna be annoying watching it on the scoreboard, you know.
Oh yeah, we'll just
being
call
a
him. We'll
red
call him
line.
Bell. We'll call him Bell.
Actually,
Well,
let me see if I can find a VOD from one of the last games and if I can figure out
Well,
who
yeah,
the last
yeah.
player actually is.
Well, it's gonna be on the YouTube, but why does wait? I'm trying to type in chat to get this sorted out. My phone corrected Bell to hell. Why?
Because he's muted, so that's probably where he is.
Okay, so we know that his name's Thunder, so we will call him Thunder. Okay, remember that.
Bell Thunder sounds like a football player. Well, we're still waiting for one more player to
Yeah,
connect
the
to the
thing is,
server.
like, I'm trying to figure out a way to unmute him, but there is no option. So,
Unless you somehow join in game and unmute him manually,
Well-
this probably won't be a way.
unless there's a console command too, maybe there's a console command for it. Pontus, you know console command. You're a PC man.
Oh yeah, basically.
Exactly. So why don't you tell me the console command for it?
Have you tried exit?
No, I haven't. So there's actually one more player to connect. So we'll be waiting for that player.
What if we like do voice enable one? Will that work?
I mean, probably not. I mean, you can try it, mate. You're not the one streaming live to people. So
But then it's not as fun if you fail on stream, you know? We remember doing math last time. And no, it sadly didn't work.
I think one of the requirements to join the Master Series is you have to not be toxic in MM, so you don't get insta-muted. You know what I mean?
It's like a disqualification then, right away.
Disqualification if one of your players toxic.
Disqualified. Well, Tom, speaking of being toxic, do you have any toxic waste in your glass lineup, or are you just drinking water tonight?
I am just drinking water because after this casting, I've got to do a lot more work. So I'll be up until very, very late. I mean, of course, I can't go into teaching at the moment because one of my housemates might have coronavirus. So I cannot go into a school right now.
So you're supposed to be in replacement right now,
I'm
right?
supposed to. Well, yes. Well, not right now, but in the, you know, the mornings and the afternoons and the day, the whole day. Yeah.
Well, I was expecting you to do night classes, you know?
Oh. Okay. Well, sorry, but that is.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. What I've seemed to get to know from you, you're most active during the nights. I mean, if you just tell the kids like, well, we teach at night, you will learn more, deal with it or leave. You know.
To be fair,
You're in charge. You're the teacher.
To be fair, I am an evening person, so
Aren't we all?
yeah. Well, no, a lot of people are morning people.
I kind of had to convert to being a morning person with work and everything. You know, I hate being an adult.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I'd rather just commentate on Counter-Strike for the rest of my life. You know what I mean?
I'd rather sit inside and drink Mountain Dew and Dr. Pepper.
No. Water, man. Water. It's keeping
Well,
yourself
there's water in
hydrated.
it. It's water in it.
Yeah, but like, is it good water? No.
All water is technically good.
You need pure water, like absolutely pure. You know what I mean?
Water, pure water.
Yeah. Thank you for your best UK impression, Pontus.
No, well, no. No.
What's the water quality like in Sweden?
Actually pretty good. I'm quite sure it's one of the best in Europe.
Really?
Yeah, because we have like our own natural water from the mountains. So, like Sweden and Norway, I'm pretty sure Denmark as well. All of our lakes and all of our mountains just give us so much fresh water.
Damn.
Yeah, so like there's really low levels of, there's some chemical, I don't remember what it's called. But it's really low chemical levels, barely needs any cleaning. And even the salt water we have from the Baltic Sea is quite pure, so it doesn't take as much purification.
Damn, that's thank you for the water facts, man. You know, the best thing, like David and I, you know, we talk about some things, but you don't get this level of quality with us, like actual
Well, we
water.
all know David is a bit of a goofball.
Yeah, we
He's
all
kind
know.
and all, but he has more muscle. Well, he's more brawn
Oh!
of a brain, you know.
We're starting. There's no knife round. We're getting straight into it, and we're ready for the semi-finals of the Master League, the first best of three, the first semi-final of the of the whole tournament. You know, the only semi-finals for this team, for these two teams, and we're underway. So the utility usage, armor on the side of the CTs, and only one smoke. And where is Epra going to throw those two flashes that he has? T's placed up towards Ramp, and it's just going to be a rush. Warrior, he's going to get dinked straight down all the way to 9 HP, and the player on ramp falls back. So they've got this whole ramp position on the T side, and 3 more players are going down here. And Gome, sorry, he's just he's been taken out, and that's the bomb site there. Just going to need to play for retake now. As you watch Hunter on the flank, catching Hunter. No, who's that?
Thunder.
Catching Bell. Yeah, we're catching
Bell
Thunder.
Thunder.
Bell Thunder, that's the one. But the bomb's been planted now, and it's still a 4v2 retake. But now you got a 4v1 Oblivion. He's got it all to do, opening the doors, just trying to peek out, but Wisen takes one tap to give him the 4th kill of the round. And that's the pistol to Trojan.
It was a really nice, strategy from Hollowpoint, just rushing down ramp and getting the placement on the site. But I mean, just Wisen coming in from the retake, just clicking them heads. Not much they could do there. I mean, they did the right thing. They played for the retake. They held their angles, but I mean, he just one-tapped them, so it's gonna be a bit of a quasi-buy here with Pharmacist and MP9s and an M4 from Wisen. So we'll see where he decides to put that long-range weapon. And it's actually gonna be a buy from Hollowpoint as well.
Yeah, so it's the
not sure if they expect this.
It's the favorite game of who's won the pistol round. If you were to take away the score right now, you probably wouldn't be able to tell. But the I think the weaponry on the side of Trojan is definitely better. But those 3 AKs can get something done. But we'll see what they go for now. The pistols are leaning towards the outside position. And Emmy was just lurking around ramp. 2 players posted up towards here, but that player from ramp is going to go back towards heaven to help hold A. But they're just playing around outside right now, taking this nice and slow. The bomb not yet decided where it's going to go. They're just looking for position. And position they've got around towards outside. So they've opted to leave outside pretty much. And they've only left bonded towards secret. Just to get something done. The push from the CTs through inside is good for 2, and it's a 3v5, sorry, left for the T side. Wisen pushing through the door, Hunter chiming in with another, and Thunder on left on outside, getting taken down by the MP9. 2nd round for Trojan.
Well, it was just a complete disaster from Hollowpoint. Couldn't see any real teamwork that round, and they just gave away 2 free AKs to the squad of Trojan. And now they're completely bankrupt, or so I thought, but they're going for some Tech 9 and pistols here. Not the best decision in my opinion to buy after this heavy loss.
They're just losing so much economy, but look where they're going as well. They're rushing towards ramp again, it looks like. Gome's going to be tested with 1 spray down. Molotov also trying to stop the approaching T side. Getting 2, and their push has been slowed down with the Deagles.
Well, it certainly looks like an aggressive push into hut, but that's what I think. It's just a smoke, so they're being really scared, pushed back into lobby. And they're really taking aggressive place here on ramp.
You know what I
don't
like?
Smoke it.
You know what I don't like? How Gomes is so aggressive with that AK. Fall back, man. Just save that. You don't want to be the first one to peek. But, speaking of peeking, look where not Hunter. What's Bell something?
Thunder.
Bell Thunder. I keep forgetting that, man. Hunter, Thunder, they're the same sounds. Same sounds, man. But I'm just going to call him Bell from now on. You know, if you're toxic, it's what you get. Really.
Well, it might be a false alarm here, we never know, but it does look like they're gonna be sneaking into ramp, but the GoTV doesn't show me anything, and first one down, can we get a second?
Oh, we can get 3!
Happy!
I mean, it's just gonna be all of them running into ramp, really. What can you do about it? I mean, it's
the best strat ever, we know this. Rushing ramp always works, except when it doesn't.
Well, speaking of working, the buy is working for the side of Hollowpoint. Look at that tasty full buy. So they've managed to manage their economy well. And still 2 Founces on the side of Trojan, so they're just going to try to keep their money high, not rebuying anything they don't need. Obviously confident with the AKs. Quanted also confident, pushing outside, catching Epra off guard. But will Bell be able to trade the fall back from Silo? No, he doesn't, because he falls back. Gomes getting mollied out of position. They've already noted that he wants to play up towards that smoke, just to try and catch anybody off guard. And Bonded try and see if he's aware of anyone down vent. No one's currently down there yet. Wizen just watching it. But it's pretty much a stalemate right now.
Yeah, not much happening. So, I mean, this might be good for Hollowpoint.
I mean,
depending on where they decide to go, you know. The CTs don't have any position really on the map, so they're just waiting for something to happen.
yeah.
But again, they are in an advantage.
Yeah, well, speaking of position, here comes Hollowpoint out towards ramp. They've already spotted one. Will they manage to catch the guy off from hell, who manages to pinch them in right now? But Emil, who's already down, takes down Gomes, the sole defender of ramp. And Bonded is there to try and catch one, pushing towards the side to get more position. He's going to fall back, getting dinked only down a little bit. Wise and pushing through the door. Flash out to make sure he can repeat. Blinds to play a nice headshot onto Grog, who is already low. And it's a 2v3, maybe make that a 2v2. Bonded getting tagged through the wall. Wisen's here to trade the peak, and he gets 2. Damn, what a round.
It's starting to look like a wash here from Trojan. I mean, Hollowpoints, they managed to get onto the sites, but when it actually comes to it, they don't seem to be able to defend it. Which is not a good sign, because, I mean, what does that mean for the CT side?
Yeah, I mean, Hollowpoint's a good team. Trojan looking even better right now. They're just, they're punishing the actual slow nature of the Hollowpoint team, who instead of going slow this round are pushing towards outside. Now Trojan, they always leave this outside position, but they just let Bonded cover it from Mini. But he might get overwhelmed. Now with these pistols, they don't need to peek together, and they're just going to try and get down secret. But Warrior and Bonded and Wizen, nonetheless, are going to say no. Emil gets down, but Gomes manages to finish it off, and that's a nice clean round from Trojan, losing nothing.
Losing nothing indeed, but this is what I mentioned in the pregame, you know. Just a couple of smokes on that outside push could have at least made him think that we're going outside, or at least give him a free way down secret. So that might be lacking from the Hollowpoint side with their smoke executes on this map. And Epra yet to get a kill. Don't want to say this is his fault, because I mean, the entire team is struggling. It's going to be some aggressive nades outside and a smoke.
Wow, look at this. The door is already broken, and so the Molotov off to Mini. Now that's just suggested an aggressive push. And look where all these CTs are now. They're just biding their time around these smokes, and actually giving up outside gives a lot of position for Warrior to get things done. Now, if they want to take this outside position, they need to start throwing those smokes. Oblivion over towards ramp, spots down one. But I don't see why he needs to peek this. I don't see why he needs to aggress towards ramp, and I don't think Gomes spotted him on the left side. Muddy goes out to at least bide him some time, at least bide him some position. But Oblivion is going to stay there. Smokes.
They're going to be lining up smokes from outside.
Yep.
This is just what I was talking about, you know, throwing the fake at least. It doesn't look like they're going to commit outside.
But look what's happened here now. Epra with those smokes has got in position too. So you see how they've split apart the CT side? Now they're pushing out towards A. The player on top of vents gets one. But it is a 3v3 and they do have the A-bomb site. So the smokes to fake towards outside. They still have... actually, the CTs are split now. One towards Heaven, who has been throughout the round. One traded towards Inner. Coming up the vent was Bonded, taking down one. Emil left in a 1v1 with Warrior. Now, where does he play this? And how does he play this? Does he decide to regress as soon as the bomb gets tapped? AK being dropped out for Warrior, so he has the weapon equalizer. And Emil spraying down Warrior and gets the first round for Hollowpoint.
First round for Hollowpoint on the board.
Well, hey.
So we're going to see if they... Yeah, so celebration. I was just gonna say, let's see if we can get some consecutive rounds here, and it looks like it's gonna be a pause from Trojan. Maybe taking a tactical, you know, they lost a round, just get a breather in.
Well,
find out what they did wrong that round, and just don't let it happen again. 16-1, easy game.
See, that's a good idea. I think, especially like Hollowpoint Academy as well, with the games I've casted on them, they seem very momentum based, and if you stop that momentum from them, you know, it's just you're going to be able to really set yourself in stone. The money on Trojan's fine as well. They'll have enough money for the next 2 rounds, even if they lose the next one. Hollowpoint though are really in the shitter with the money. Excuse the language, but look at Epra as well. Nothing on him. He's only got a Galil 2. I mean, maybe the loss bonus might help them out, but it's going to be tight.
we'll see how far Hollowpoint can take this round, because I mean they have no safety net here. If they lose this round, they're pretty much done for the half.
Yeah, the safety net. It's like you know when you like. Can't even think of an example. Like you know, like bungee jumps, and if like there's something at the bottom just in case it goes wrong.
In case
like
it goes wrong.
Hollowpoint are on a bungee jump right now, and their economy's a safety net. And Bonded, he's jumped himself all the way so far outside that they don't even expect this. Bonded has always loved to just switch up his play to make sure he, stays around outside in Oblivion. More like
Are they gonna check this?
Oh, no, they're not. He only finally checks it after he jumps up, gets a double spray down, but Grog manages to trade out finally before he does any more damage. 3v4, 1 minute 20 into the round. 2 players aggressing towards outside. But both
There's gonna be some
traded.
trades on side, yeah.
So it's a 2v2, where do they go?
Yeah, we still have Gomes boosted up on ramp. This is way too far away from the action. A rotation is needed, but is it though? They're falling back, so this just might work out. But he's already dropped. And they're going towards ramp, it looks like.
So let's weigh up their options now. So either way, it's going to be 1v2 on both sides, right? But which one do they want to go? Which angle are they confident on clearing? Now, they've got a Molotov, they've got off smoke. If I was this team, I'd be going towards A. You can molly off heaven, you can smoke off mini. You've got at least one angle there to cover. Looks like they're going towards ramp, though.
And it looks like they've already left ramp. They're banking that this is an A play.
See, now thing is, Warrior's got a fast rotate too, and Gomes is set up in a nice position that, if he does see one, it will be he has to get one at least. But oh no. They're wrapping around towards heaven. Look at this.
Yeah, but the time is running out. They don't have time to sneak. They're trying to
they
find
definitely
the
need to go up heaven.
player here.
Oh, look where Epra's going.
Oh, they're not looking at each other. Look at this, Tom.
Oh, they've just crossed pass.
And he missed him again.
Oh no, Warrior's in perfect position to sort this out now. They've just crossed pass on heaven. No one looking at where they're going. Epra left in a 1v2 now. One at least coming from Fence, so that should be a confirmed kill. But if
the
Warrior,
vent is closed.
Yeah, if they pincer this now, they've got it pretty much on point. Epra catches out one towards heaven, manages to track him down. But I think Gomes and Warrior, they're going to try and pincer him. Epra hiding towards Cubby, dropping down is Warrior, tipping the bomb once. Now the smoke is going to force the player out, and Gomes manages to finally get that kill. I think if Warriors checked on heaven, they win that round.
Well, that was just a really messy round. They were just hugging back to back up in heaven. No one turned around. The round could have just been a different result if they just checked their corners. And yeah, as I mentioned, now their economy is almost breaking. They sure managed to buy out some AKs, but their utility is lacking. There's only 2 smokes on the side of Hollowpoint, and let's see where they decide to take these. Just normal standard play, just rushing out through. Well, no, it's an actual full-on rush on the A side. No utility at all.
Yeah, well, here comes this A rush. 1-for-1 trade onto the A bomb site. One coming out towards heaven. That mini smoke. Just about good for Epra to hide his position and Wisen just peeking out randomly.
Shot there.
Yeah, nice shot. Warrior now throwing a Molotov towards somewhere, towards the middle of the site. No one's going to be there. But I think this retake's going to be a little bit difficult. Look at the nades on the side of Hollowpoint as well. They can at least throw a smoke off to try and stop a push. Epra just in the vents, catching one, and manages to transfer the spray onto Bonded while Oblivion takes down Warrior from heaven. There we go. Nice clean round from Hollowpoint. Nice, good A execute.
Well, certainly didn't expect that fast play from Hollowpoint. Well, as you mentioned, let's see if they can roll with their momentum here. I expected those 2 smokes going into some kind of execute, them finding what little they could afford, But they just decided, screw that, we're rushing into A site. And it looks like a fast play again, It worked, let's do it again, and they're all out of doors already. Let's see if Trojan can stop this, and it's a trade, easy quicks.
Yeah, but look how many players are plastered towards the A bomb site. It's Wisen, it's Warrior, just shutting this one down. There we go.
Thunder left alone, and, just a quick shutdown, Trojan decided to stack A early, which worked in their favor. Smart play from them, just deciding, they found a round on A. Let's just not give them that again. And the money's gonna be shaky again on Hollowpoint. A Mac 10 on Epra. Let's see if they are going fast again. It looks like some smokes execute outside.
Oh, I'm just texting someone. Oh, look at this fast outside play from the T side. Emil just getting his hand stuck in. Of course, Galil and Mac 10, so I think a rush optimal. And look, they're finally using these smokes towards outside. Now, what happens here? Will Bonded get one? No, he won't. Emil manages to finally get an entry onto the onto the B bomb site, and now it's finally Hollowpoint advantage at the start of the round. Gomes, he might be caught off, but let's have a look at Emil. 2, now 3 with the Mac 10, and Warriors just left alone. That was a nice, clean B take from Hollowpoint.
Left alone with the op, and I mean, there's no reason for him to go for this.
Well, yeah, I mean,
They have the money. Well, actually, no, they don't. Their money's looking kind of bad.
Their money is shagged.
Yeah, right. I remember. CT side economy. Oh, they're just hugging. Let's see if they can fight each other here. They're so close without even knowing it. And they're
well, I'm
unchecked.
not looking, so...
Well, they're just sneaking around him into CT spawn, and they just left him untouched in garage.
Well...
They just completely walked around him.
Yep.
They're throwing utility in CT spawn. They're wasting everything they got.
Isn't it?
And yet again here, real nice executes on the outside part. You know, getting the 2 default smokes to get to the big cross. Smoking out the Molotov, letting them down to secret, and then they just hit their duels, got the site, and that was it. You know, they just took Trojan with storms, so they couldn't really think about what's happening. And the economy is looking real trash here from Trojan, so they're gonna have the hero up and a couple pistols, a rifle, SMG.
Well, yeah, they have to buy around this AWP, so it's not too bad of a buy if they can put that 5-7 up close towards ramp. Then, you know, that's something, and that's where Gomes usually does go. Now, this 5-7 is going to play into their hands a little bit. There's a bit of an A take going on, and if that 5-7 pushes up towards inner as the take comes in, you know we've got an easy spray down. But a clean A execute coming towards the A bomb site. Hunter blind, spraying down one, but he is going to get quickly traded by Oblivion, and that's pretty much the A bomb site there. Yeah, Bonte gets quite advanced.
Yeah.
Look at where Wise is as well. He's in the same place. So there's 2 players coming towards ramp. Epra here's one. Will he expect the other? No. Gets taken down by Warrior, who has got the AWP. And I think he'll just save that now. And, you know, keeping that AWP, that's just good. That's good weaponry to have for the next round.
Yeah, well, now they know that there's an AWP in play. They didn't get to see that last round since he saved. They could surely figured he had an AWP, but now they know for sure and probably will play around that AWP next round.
We've got a hydrate. Do you know who that hydrate's from?
It's from Brummy01.
That would be my mother.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that so?
Yes, it is so.
Hello. Well, cheers, Tom.
So 4 rounds on the board for Hollowpoint. Slowly getting themselves into the game, which is what you love to see, really. Other than that, we're getting into the 12th round. Only 3 left at the half, and the money for Trojan ain't too good. Only Wise and Warrior with any sort of weaponry, and look at this rush towards the inner, pincer movement.
It's a split push.
So
and it's looking to work, a 2v2 trade.
It does work. There's one more possibly pushing up. Actually, 2 more pushing up. Grog managed to get the adjustment. But will they expect Gomes up close?
They sure must do it. He got a first kill. He has the bomb.
He's moved.
They should expect this.
Woo! Well, Gomes didn't expect 2 players to be there. Getting a bit caught off guard. Now they're just going to slow this down. They don't need to aggress. They don't need to push this smoke too. They can just wait for this. They've got plenty of time. So it is pretty much an unwinnable round for Warrior right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't even look like he's going to go for it. You know, as the Trojan players here, I would be fuming, you know, Warrior, why are you last one alive every goddamn round?
Well, thing is...
But you know, they're placing him on positions that he's a key player, but the Hollowpoint don't go there.
Yeah, so he does play towards heaven. He does play towards... No, he's watching outside. He's watching heaven. But I think that's the best place, really, if you want to put that AWP. It is an expensive weapon, and especially with the money they have. If they can easily save that, if they can put the AWP in a position where, you know, if they do go outside, they can do some damage. You know, if they don't go outside, okay, well, just save it. You know what I mean?
I think Epra heard him.
Woo!
Yeah.
1 HP, look at that.
Gets legged down and he's scared. Let's see if they can actually find him here, or if they're gonna allow him to save. All T just going into T-spawn here. Gets one. Let's see if he can get a third, or a second, and a third now.
Oh no, he's missed.
Yes, misses a third bullet. Nice attempt there. Well, the money is not a problem from the Hollowpoint, so I mean, they could go for that any day.
Yeah, but nah, they're not gonna have an AWP this round. Unless Warrior goes glass cannon, which he hasn't. So there's no AWP for them. They're gonna have to. I think we're gonna see an aggressive CT side push now. On outside, sorry.
I'm not sure we will. They've tried pushing twice with our weapons, and Hollowpoint have shot them down. I think we're gonna see some more defaults there under tier.
Well, Bonded playing a bit more passively towards outside. Look at that boost towards ramp. Emil, Vac, spraying through the wall. That smoke missed by Bell. That was going to be towards Mini. What's he throwing, man? All three of those nades have missed. Well, Oblivion about to peek towards Heaven. Warrior spotting the peak, managing to take him down to 62. So a bit of warning shots coming out towards A. But it looks like they're going to go towards ramp, smoking off the entry. So at least they're not going to get caught off by an AWP. But will they get caught off by the boost that is being done by Gomes? They haven't done this before, so we'll just have to see and wait if they check it. Warrior being the distraction. They haven't played now playing towards that cross for ramp. And it's just pretty much a stalemate right now, taking it nice and slow.
Nice and slow indeed. A lot of utility still here, but it looks like it's setting up an execute on A.
Yeah, well look at this execute too. Well, they're starting to push out now. Oblivion's going to be the point of entry on towards Heaven. Warrior and Hunter getting 2 of their own. That's just a
Third,
cleanup.
a fourth, and a fifth.
Yep, it's just a cleanup. I don't think those... You really need to smoke towards Heaven to block off Warrior, because you know he plays there. You know? Yeah. If you know he plays towards Heaven, just block it off with a smoke. You know, there's loads of smokes.
Well, the Heavens... There's actually not a lot of smokes on Heaven. There's like 2 smokes, and one of them is really tricky to do, and the other one requires you to break some windows.
Yeah, but they break the windows anyway. You know what I mean?
They do, yeah.
Anyway, into the 14th round now. And the boy on Hollowpoint Academy looking okay. They do have some nades, but Emil's only on the P250. An early smoke towards door just to stop the players coming through into A, but they're coming into ramp. Gomes is going to be tested, takes down one. He's going to keep spraying, but can't get the adjustment. Oblivion taking him down before getting traded himself by Bonded Molly to stop Bonded to push any further. Emil, meanwhile, on the late lurk, dinking down Bonded from long range, and he gets taken down by Epra. So getting pincered and getting put into a position that he doesn't want to be in. Warrior now looking towards B. The open doors means he doesn't make any sound. And that means you can watch ramp, but they're not going in there. They're starting to fall back, and they're going to start to go towards outside, which is coincidentally where Warrior is going to start to go up towards. Now, it's pretty much timing here. It's all timing, but look where Epra is. I think they're going to try and make a flank with him, or he's going to catch someone off ramp. Warrior being caught off guard too. They've spotted 2 down there, and they've modded off secret. So where do they go from here? They can go towards inner, they can go towards mini. Spray from the P250, not quite connecting. Epra just pushing up the ladder as well to get that trade. Very, very frisky. But Warrior taking down Bell towards outside, left with Epra in a 1v2. 40 HP, bomb outside, trying to retrieve it, but he knows roughly where both players are.
Yeah, let's see if he can just get a plant down here. That will make their economy look so much better. And then plant indeed. They decide to play this safe. He's hiding outside, going for the trades here. And now they know the bomb is planted.
Yeah,
but will they find out if it's on A or B?
Yeah, look at this nade usage. So they know it's A now. Of course they know it's A. That smoke going a bit too deep. Warrior opting to... actually, no, he's picking up the AK, making sure they have equal weaponry pretty much. And he takes down Epra on the peak, pushing through the smoke, getting all... he's getting all elbows out. And managing to taking down Epra for the 9th round for Trojan for the CT side. Of course, this map pick is the pick of Hollowpoint.
Yeah, and it's starting to look as not a bad half as I was expecting from Hollowpoint. You know, the early game they looked quite horrible, but 5 rounds. I mean,
they looked quite hollow.
Yeah,
it's in there.
Yeah, it could look quite hollow, you know. But we've got to see the 15th round here, and it's an okay buy from Hollowpoint.
Yeah, Oblivion on that deagle, door being broken, trying to get an early aggression. Epra taking it. Nice. Bonded, is he going to be caught off second? No. Bonded managing to take down one with the Molly. Warrior chiming in Epra, who was pushing in fast. No, Gomes also taking down one. Bell on top of Hut, taking down the other. Still a 2v2, 1 minute 30 into the round. But the spray from Hunter isn't quite going to get one, but it does get the other. So Grogs has left it all up to Bell in a 1v2. Takes down Warrior with the unexpected headshot. Warrior just quite not knowing where he is. Now Hunter surely hears the last player going towards outside, and yeah, he does. So he's going to reposition himself. And I think it's just going to be an easy catch. Yeah, he's got this.
Hunter will catch Thunder here.
Definitely
he's
got
just
this. There we
with his
go.
Knife. Yeah,
that's
and
the
clean
half.
Headshot.
10-5 half in favour of Trojan. Now, it is CT side. Hollowpoint, 5 rounds on nuke on the T side. That's doable. They can bring this back.
Yeah, well, as you mentioned, Hollowpoint, momentum-based. Getting the pistol round, getting the second, hopefully the third. That might just make them roll into the victory here on the first map. But I mean, seeing them lose the pistol round, well, if we see them lose the pistol round here, I don't think there's much hope for them.
Well, we'll see. It was a nice fast pistol round from Hollowpoint Academy on the first round. We might see the same from Trojan 2. They like to get aggressive towards outside. 2 other players especially. So we might see that aggression continue on to the next half. We should be getting into that very, very soon. Meanwhile, we'll talk a little bit more about water. Not really. That conversation's been and done. That conversation has been and done.
You sprung my trap card. Water.
Well, I mean, I'm just vibing here.
Well, how's the water at uni, by the way?
So Birmingham water, very, very good. Water at home, very, very not good.
Well, that's quite about sums up that conversation.
Yeah. I mean, it's the basics you really need to know.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the basics, we all can count. It's 5 seconds left on the match here. Well, on the
counting with Pontus. I thought I was the primary school teacher, but here we are.
1, 2, banana. Let's go.
Well, we should be live. Actually, no. You know, it takes 10 seconds to get back into it. But we'll be fine.
Well, it looks more than 10 seconds. The match just seems to be frozen here, and there we go. 10 seconds starting from now.
This is like the worst TV show for counting, you know what I mean? Like, it's like one of those really, really dodgy children's TV shows.
You know the one with Dracula? I don't remember that guy.
Oh, what that puppet-looking Donny.
Yeah.
Well, we'll stop that now. Smokes towards outside. Warrior just facing down, putting down one smoke. And I think Bonded is going to try and get past that just to make sure he has a little bit of cover towards Secret. What he doesn't know is Epra's watching it, but not from a conventional position. Oh, nice one-tap. Bonded. Can he get the one long range too? He's just taking that fight. You know, he doesn't need to take this. If he gets taken down, it's still a 4v4. He can take the advantage, but Bonded taking down one from long range. Bell with 2, though, on the other side of the map. So what happens now? 2 towards outside, 1 going into mini. Oblivion taking down 1. Nice one tap. And they're just going to push down the vents. Now, this is a strange decision because Warrior is towards the upper bomb site, but he can catch them off guard on rotating. Will he, though? They know one's here, so they can start to rush down towards B, and they can start to catch the Panther off guard. That's going to be a 3v1. Warrior's not even in the right place. They can just stop this from happening. Oblivion just cutting them off, taking the fight. And there we go. That's the pistol round for Hollowpoint.
Well, you know, speaking of puppets, they got puppeteered into thinking that was the round, but no. Splitting up like that. They had the bomb. They had the site, and the guy was just left behind.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't even have gone for that, you know. It was pretty much a lost round.
That was a questionable decision from Trojan, though, to drop 1. I didn't like it, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And we're gonna have a force buy here from Hollowpoint. A shotgun, some MP9s.
You mean a force buy from Trojan?
Yeah, sorry, of course, yeah.
Well,
I mean, it certainly looks like a force buy from Hollowpoint. I mean, they won the round, but they're worse up here.
Every second round looks like a force buy. But 5 of these players on Trojan are going towards outside. And look, they've got 3 players on the CT side come up towards here. 2 players getting taken down low. So it's up to Grog, and it's up to, I can't quite see the other player, but it's up to them to try and stop the outside push. Grog with the shotgun. But this outside push, it's been cancelled. No can do. It's like when you buy something off of Amazon and then 2 hours later you regret it and then you cancel it.
Yeah, I can finally relate to that. You know, Amazon launched in Sweden 2 weeks ago.
Oh, did it actually?
Yeah, and we have some hilarious translations. I don't want to get into that.
Because you never had Amazon on Sweden, did you? Like you always used the German one, didn't you?
Or the UK one, yeah.
Wow. So it took longer.
Speaking of Germany. I'm pretty sure this is in Ukraine, you know, Chernobyl. They're going to be pushing a ramp on the nuke map.
Well,
it's going to be the first one from Emil.
But Hunter manages to trade out. Look at this door push from Wizen. Why and Hunter taking down 1 as well. It's a 2v3. Look at these 2 players on the side of Trojan, though. Gomes and Hunter. They're very low, but it's going to be a B plant.
B plant indeed. With the MP9s here, certainly looks favorable for Hollowpoint.
You know Nuke's in America now, right?
No,
It's in America now.
I don't believe it.
Well, America retaking the election, and Hollowpoint retaking the site, and a force from Trojan turning into a 1 round. Grog, the only one left on 9 HP, and he's going to fall back maybe. Yeah, he's going offense. I mean,
I'm just having an angry discussion here in chat. This is not US. The original nuke. Ah, angry.
I missed the original nuke though. That was such a good map. I was
Yeah.
really good on the original nuke, to be fair.
So many memories.
Well, 11-6 now on the side of Trojan. They won that force by. And if one player's got the MP9 on the side of Hollowpoint, everybody's going to have to force around it, and it looks like they have. Deagles, P250s, they're all out. They're on show.
I was totally thinking of Cash. That's Ukraine. I'm so sorry. I retake everything I said.
Oh, look at this ramp push from the side of Hollowpoint. 3 players dying too. As it gets
The
cleared
fourth
up.
in hut.
Yeah, everything just gets cleared up. I don't think, like, rounds like this, like, people often complain, especially in, like, the ESL streams, that, well, why are the casters not casting these rounds? Man, there's nothing going on. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, 4 quick kills. Well, a lot was going on, but now they're all dead. Well, there's not much more to say than that, you know.
Oh, Krog. Oh, there we go.
Cool.
It's like a one of those things. 12-6 inside of for the side of Trojan, and they've got momentum now on this T side. Look at the money on Hollowpoint as well. It's nothing. They are poor.
Poor indeed. They're just gonna act as save here. Well, I mean, if they lose the next round here, I want to say it's pretty much over, unless they get the second buy round.
Yeah, I'd say so as well. I think Hollowpoint, they're going to really struggle to get back into this.
Yeah, well, over and over, the smokes land outside, but there's a bit of a gap.
Well,
Let's see if they expect this here.
yeah, but look at where the CT players are. They're nowhere near towards Secret. They're just gambling on that it's going to be an A push, and that A push isn't coming, so they're going to start to rotate now as soon as they hear it. Grog taking team damage onto Bell. And there's one player just in Secret to try and stop any push that happens. Manages to stop one though. So that's weaponry recovered for the CT side. Bearing in mind this is their map pick, and they've only won 6 rounds. That's not too great.
Yeah, well, I mean, they certainly started off on the wrong side here, and it's not helping them that the momentum just wasn't on their side. Well, let's see if they can do any retake edge here. That's a word.
Ooh, nice one dig from Ariel. I don't think that's there's going to be anything else though. 2 players are already backing off towards Secret. I think Emil saving the weapon. There we go. He's got that. Grog will save his too. So there's weaponry save there. That's going to keep the money nice and fresh for the side of Hollowpoint.
I just realized I haven't taken the time to read the player names. I just thought everyone was called Trojan. Good thing. Good thing I was not casting that much. Yeah, that's the team. But I was so confused because, you know, Gomes, he has Trojan. They
Trojan. Trojan. It's a play on words. Well, they're not thrown right now. 13-6 on the side of Trojan. And the match is paused. I think there's a discussion going on.
This discussion indeed is a pause from Hollowpoint, so this must be a tactical, you know. Might be bringing out their gamer shares or whatever they need to bring this map back. And this already looks like it's gonna be on pause here. So it's surely a quick break, you know. Getting a stretch, getting some water.
Speaking of water, I'm thirsty.
You're always thirsty. We've been over this, Tom.
Please stop exposing me.
Yeah.
Well, let's have a look on the scores on the side of Hollowpoint. Epra, 7-17. What's going on? You know what I mean? Like, look at Warrior on the side of Trojan 2. He just hasn't died. And the fact the only time he's died is when Hollowpoint has won a round.
Yeah. Well, speaking of winning, you know, it's our time to drink because Pelix or Alex just gave us some hydration here.
Yeah, well...
It's redeemed the 250 tokens for hydration. So, cheers to you, Tom. The match is not yet unpaused. You know, we can drink how much we want.
Actually going to switch scenes while the match is paused. Having a look at the map veto again. Next map after this is Vertigo. I haven't casted Vertigo in ages. Which is going to be fun to see. I really also hope we get to cast Train too. It's probably one of my favourite maps ever, I think.
Yeah, I'm certainly looking forward from Vertigo. Well, for Vertigo. It's a really fun map to watch and especially commentate, because you never know. Well, it's the same thing with Nuke. You never know which layer they're on. Especially when you're just following the Go TV, like, oh yeah, this happening there, and then you see someone in the middle of the site, or like in the middle of everywhere, like A or B. You never know.
The thing is, like,
because the Go TV is, well, you're not the smartest person or AI here.
You calling me unsmart?
Your words, not mine.
Why'd you do that, man? That's rude.
I said Go TV is not the smartest person here because it's an AI.
Fair enough.
Fair enough, yeah.
Well,
Go
on, what were you gonna say? What are we speaking of, mate? What are we speaking of?
I was just gonna do some ordinary roasting. Speaking of fair, it's not quite fair of Apple to not include the charger in the box.
Annoying orange apple.
Pog jam.
Apple, hey apple.
Well, I'm gonna take this time to read chat real quick.
Chat's going pretty well.
Yeah. Oh, the server crashed.
Oh,
is the server down? Oh yeah, the players are back here. Oh.
Okay, what's going on?
Well, certainly looks like we're having some technical issues here. So we're probably gonna be taking a pause real quick, and we will resume the stream when the match is back online.
Whoa! I'm in charge of the content here.
Well, now I'm in charge here, Tom. Do you want to sit and watch some empty screens?
I mean, mate, well, we're gonna try and connect again.
Right. Let's do it. Let's do this your way.
I mean, we are gonna do it my way. We need the banter though, innit? Like, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I have to go refill my drink.
We'll go
I was gonna take this opportunity. Nah,
do it, man. Do it, man.
You can't tell me what to do.
Well, while the servers died, we'll we'll keep talking. Pontus, look at Discord, please, mate. Please look at Discord.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So I've moved the microphone away from your mouth a little bit.
That's weird.
Why
I don't have a mouth.
Why is my Counter-Strike not loading? There we go.
Oh, back to Office. If this
we
is
love Office.
According to the server. Well, we got an hydration again, Tom, from Ruben Gomes. Yeah, it's Gomes. What's up, man? Yeah, you know what? We're just fully in on Office here.
We do love Office, to be fair. So, actually, we will be back. We'll, why is this gone on? I don't understand what's happening. You know what I mean? The map is, the default map is Office. So, we'll see what happens. We'll have to recover the server. But, yeah.
Well, I mean, we could just finish the map on Office, you know?
We could, actually, yeah. I think that'd be fun. Office is a fun map. Were you around, like, when we just used to, like, no life Office on Matchmaking? Yeah. That was good times, honestly.
Good times. Brings back the old TeamSpeak days, you know?
Right, Discord is so much better. Yo,
well,
Discord, hit up OFL. We need a Discord partnership. That's what we need.
Well, I'm not quite sure how to continue this now, you know? It's just Office.
Well, it is a good map. We'll give it that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's still 13-6, but we're on Office.
Yeah, we do need to change the map a little bit.
Well, I mean, team saying let's go.
Fourth map on Office.
This is the show match. Let's go.
Mate, show match on Office, that'd be sick.
Yeah. Honestly, I usually would just want to see Black Gold back. That was a sick map.
Hmm. I think the show match should be on one of the old maps. You know what I mean? Like, I'd love to see old Inferno or like old Nuke. Speaking of Nuke, we're going back finally.
Wrong nuke though. This is the new nuke.
Nah, trust.
Trust. Nice cut, G. I like your cut.
Speaking of cut, I'm getting a haircut soon. In like an hour.
Oh, I
An hour and
thought
a
that
half.
was gonna take a dark turn. Thank God, Tom.
What? Whoa, hold on.
Oh no.
That's not something you can be saying.
That's why I didn't say it.
Fair enough. Well, lads, we're getting back into the game soon, I promise. It's just one of those technical issues you get. You know what I mean?
You know. I'm starting to wonder why did it server even switch, you know? And now Bell has turned into Banjo. Hell yeah.
Well,
Banjo Thunder.
I actually think this gives a bit of time for Hollowpoint to just chill out. You know what I mean?
Maybe it was just a plot, you know? They just plotted against the system.
Yeah. They actually made this happen.
Dodo just mixing with the console, like, yeah, I'm buying us some time, guys.
Yep, I know we can't see the game. We'll get back into it once we're all set up. You can hear the sounds of the game for now.
Yeah.
Don't worry, mate. I'm a professional. I've casted so many games now. I know what I'm doing. So
He's been doing this for months.
I've been doing this for years, mate. I actually casted the major.
Oh
won't
yeah, I
tell you which
remember.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. The one, you know, with the games and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of game, it looks like everything is sorted.
It's sort of, we're just waiting to unpause. So,
Yeah.
I think it's a force ready. Yeah, everyone's ready.
Yeah.
Whoa, you can see the game now. Hey.
Yay!
Welcome back. It was a nice little 5-minute break.
Yeah.
And we'll get back into it very, very shortly. Waiting for the whole game to be unpaused.
Well, speaking of short, it's almost Christmas. Short time left. Just a
thought-
month or
I
so.
thought you were about to insult me or something like that.
No, you told me.
Cheers, mate. Appreciate that. Well,
How's the air up there, you know?
yeah. Well, speaking of air, we're on air for the first map of the best of 3. We're back into it. I love wordplay. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
You can't help but just love some lovely bit of wordplay.
Yeah,
Let's see
well,
what-
speaking of playing,
Yeah.
it's no playing going on here. It's just a stalemate again. They're taking their sweet time, lining up some smokes for the inside.
Oh yeah, we're most likely going to see an A execute here. As the Molotovs come over towards Hut, Flash is coming over, and there's no one actually there to challenge, so the flashes and no one pushing out, it's going to be a fake. I was wondering why they weren't putting anyone towards that main position to try and get something out. Gomes throwing a late flash just to keep the players guessing, but guessing is not what they're going to do. They're going to start spraying. Emir with 2, but Wisen with 2 of his own. Oblivion towards Inner, getting down 1 as well. So a 3v2, CT's having the advantage. Look at Banjo, nice ult shot from him, left it in a 1v3. Wisen, what can you do, buddy? Can you get this peek? Oh, nice dink through the wall, getting blinded by the flashbang of one of the CT players. Low on bullets, Lapra peeks out when he repeaks. When he reloads, sorry. And there we go. That's the 7th round for Hollowpoint.
Yeah, well, I mean, it does look like Hollowpoint. No, not Hollowpoint. Sorry, Trojan subbed us stand-in here. You know, Belt's gone, Banjo's in. You know, it does look like we lost the names for the different teams here, but just to remind you all, it's Hollowpoint on the T side.
Yeah, we've got the overlay
No,
up. We've got the overlay up. It's fine.
Oh, it's fine. And I mean, it was Trojan on the T side. I lied yet again.
Well,
We're gonna miss...
2 players up towards Silo. And we'll see if they can do anything towards outside Oblivion. Just watching the door. And Bella's just towards heaven, but he's dropped down now, holding the the hot position from the A bomb site. But Wisen taking a peek towards Oblivion from Mini. Door being broken up as well, so that's still free real estate. Free real estate is what Gomes is going to get. Banjo wide, peeking straight into the open drive with nothing but the AWP, as Gomes was watching it too. So, advantage now for the T side. And it's just going to be slowed down a little bit more.
Epra taking some position here down to secret. This is some great advancing from him. He knows they're not, well, they're technically be pushed from outside down to secret already. But it does look like they're gonna be taking their sweet time. He's clearing outside first.
Well, here comes these smokes to try and block off the vision from any players coming towards heaven. There's only one smoke. Maybe there's another. I really hope there's another. Warrior, please throw down another. Yes, he's done that. But actually, they're going to go the opposite side of these smokes. Grogs. Oh, rest in peace, him. He was expecting them to go towards the other side. Oblivion getting mollied out of his position and Wisen there to take the shot. One player up towards vents, one player towards inner, but I don't see this 2v5 happening. And it's pretty much a one round for Trojan.
Yeah, I mean, Hollowpoint really needs to save these weapons if they want a chance in the next round.
Ooh.
Epra is gonna still be saving that up, trying to get to safety with his teammate.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much round's over, so, water, what about it?
You know, speaking of water, we're getting a pause again, so now it's perfect time to drink some water. That goes out for you too, viewers. You know, don't forget to drink your water. It's good for you.
You know what I am missing? I'm missing the snacks. That's what I'm missing.
Yeah, I loved hearing them crunch in the microphone.
You did message me earlier about any snacks, but,
Yeah, well, I mean, I meant you bringing me snacks.
alright.
Well, that never happened. Well, I have some crackers here, but I mean, they're just non-flavored. It would be so
I thought you were
dry.
going to say something else.
Well, you hear what you want to hear, right?
If you start getting really, really hyper all of a sudden, we know what's happened. Nice
Yeah.
little pause. We'll wait for that to unfold.
What are the odds that the server crashes here again, goes back to, or, not Mirage, Office? If you're real quiet, you can hear the wind in the background on this map.
I think I've turned
Well, I
that
can.
off.
I mean, I'm flying up in the skies. I might only be able to hear it up in the sky.
Oh, match is being unpaused.
Well, yeah, won't have to be quiet no more, because the match is starting yet again. And it's gonna be full utility from Trojan here.
Yeah, look at this
And a bit of a
strange buys.
yeah, a bit of a shaky buy from Hollowpoint here, but I don't want to concede and give them 15 rounds.
Well, I think with this shoddy buy as well, you've really got to start to win these angels, and you can't really play individually like they have been doing so far. They've got that Deagle and up towards heaven. They've got Banjo put up close towards the door in case anybody decides to try and push that. Gomes just throwing a flash towards ramp just to keep the CT side guessing. But there are three players towards this A bomb site. Banjo getting the first kill, but Bonded manages to trade out from Mini. Banjo taking down the flanker. Warrior getting a bit surprised there as the door opens on towards him. That's the A bomb site now, and there's one pushing towards the flank. Warrior, he reads it, manages to get the kill. Emil, nothing he can do there, and Grog's left alone in the 1v3, coming from the same position. But Warrior, he's put himself so he's not facing that. Grog's going to go right into this. Look at this. Oh, does he check it? He does, he gets the frag actually. Never mind, I'm bad at predicting the future. As a flash goes out to try and stop Grogs from pushing, but there's a nice crossfire here. Hunter just playing off the contact off of Gomes, and there we go. 15th round for Team Trojan.
15-7 here. It's starting to look grim here. I'm not sure if they're... Well, let me see their money before I say anything. Well, the money is real low on the CT side.
Oh yeah, they're not going to have a good buy here.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is horrible. This might be... Yeah, this might be match point, really.
Yeah, well, it is match point already. It might be game point.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean, the game. It might be the game. Mate, I've done so much work today, my head is spinning. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, speaking of games, during the match pause here. Never mind.
I love how we've just started the halftime water chat. Like everyone's doing the halftime water chat now.
Yeah.
But
I can give you some more funny water facts.
Please
later,
don't. We're getting back into the game. Well, maybe before the second map. But what's potentially the last round of the first map of this best of three getting underway. The buy on the side of Hollowpoint looking very, very shoddy, as it did last round. Now, no one playing close towards the door this time. Actually, Banjo, say as it is, and Ephra's going to get caught off guard, pushing a bit too far, and I'm going to use my favourite phase. He's biting off more than he can shoot. And so are the CT sides toward outside. Grog managing to finally get that kill, but it is still a 3v4. And look at where Banjo is. He's pushing. Why is he doing this? You don't need that amount of position, especially in the place that you're in. Now it's left to Emil. He's pushing up close ramp. He's going to be faced by 3 players. He's going to spray down 1, spray down 2. Can he get the 3rd? No, he can't. Gets him down low. So a 2v1 now. It's actually fairly doable if Grog rotates down to be fast.
Well, he's just staying on A side. He don't know where to go. And this is a good decision because he has the vent. He can go down fast, and he already has a position on top of the hut. And, you know, Trojan, they're also scared. They don't want to lose this round and potentially lose the map or go into an overtime.
Look where they're going. Grog's read it so perfectly. Please don't turn away now. He's got one. Will he expect the other? He's going to reposition himself and go through the door. He thinks someone might be coming from behind, but he's going to get a weapon upgrade. Now, surely he hears this from where Warrior jumps down.
Yeah, sneaking out of heaven here. Well, it's 30 seconds left. Oh, he made it. No, he certainly didn't hear that. He's
the drop.
Back outside.
He fakes the drop.
Grog is outside. There's no way he heard that. Well, he will certainly hear that Molotov, so now he knows he's on A.
So Warrior expects the player to be close, but he's going to plant around behind the silo, just a bit, position himself, sorry, in case that player pushed out from hut. But Grog coming from the other direction, coming from Mini, and Warrior hasn't read it yet. Oh, they've just crossed each other. That is so lucky timing for him. Warrior, can he close this map out? Now, where does he get this last player to come from? Grog, he's got it all to do to save his team in this first map, and Warrior just taking his time. There we go, the first map going in favour of Team Trojan, a 16 something win. Can't quite remember just as it's happened, but a nice convincing win. Yep, nice 67 convincing win from Trojan. We'll see you after the break for the second map, which is Vertigo. See you then. Woo! Well, we're back a convincing map 1 for Trojan as we get ourselves ready for Vertigo and hopefully a better map for the side of Hollowpoint Academy. Welcome back, Pontus. How are we doing?
We're doing fine, Tom. Great to see some Vertigo here. You know, we all love Vertigo.
Yeah, I mean, I was late to come back. I just had a Twix, like a small little Twix bar. You'd love to see it,
Twix
really,
bar.
don't you? We do love Twix.
I love Twix bar. We do love Twix.
Well, thank you, Dodo, for redeeming the hydrate. We'll take that now.
You know, it's my fresh water here.
We do love fresh water.
Well, no, you know what? It's not fresh. It's like an hour old now.
That's dirty, that.
Well, speaking of dirty water, did you know that there's a theme park in the US that is, well, a water theme park to be fair, a water park, that all of its water is contained with a brain-eating bacteria.
Yeah, that's very common in hot water springs. It's very rare to have one though. There's only been 5 cases recorded in the past 10 years, so it's very rare. But
Yeah, but I think it's funny how like a big water park is just filled with brain-eating bacteria, so no one can bathe there.
fair
And
enough.
they didn't figure that out until like it was too late. I'm pretty sure someone almost died from it, you know.
Right, it's very deadly.
Yeah.
But
And you know, it's mainly kids at these water parks, and their immune system is not as good, and their brains, you know, not
Well,
as developed.
welcome back to the stream, guys. While we talk about some brain-eating bacteria.
Water, yeah.
Brain-eating water? No way. How does the water do it?
How are he do it? No one knows. Well, I have some more funny water facts lined up for you if you're ready.
Go on then, just hit him with them before I lose my
Well,
mind.
This one is quite controversial, but technically there's more water in a cucumber than in the oceans. Percentage-wise, because in the ocean there's a lot more than just water. So there's more water in a cucumber than in the oceans.
What?
And yet again, that's quite controversial because you know, if you think about mass or like technical like quantity of it, it's more water. Or
I
like
don't
more
believe
liquid.
that. I don't believe
Well,
it.
percentage-wise, it's more like clean water to say, or like pure water in a cucumber, because in the ocean there's so much more stuff.
What's your favorite what's your what do you
Water
like?
fact.
What no? Do you like cucumber?
Yeah.
What's your favorite vegetable?
I want to say popcorn, but that's not a vegetable.
No, it isn't. You're right.
I quite like paprika or like bell peppers, you know.
Yeah. I do like cucumbers though, to be fair. Like, cucumbers are legendary.
Cucumbers are really plain, but they're just so good in a salad.
I think they're really good in you know, like when you get like crispy duck or something like that and pancakes, and then you just put the cucumber in there.
Yeah, you know what I usually do? I get like a piece of hard bread or knäckebröd here in Sweden. Get some nice like
Kukbröd? Nej!
Nej, knäckebröd. Like you know, it's a hard bread.
Yeah.
I'm not like it's not quite. It's just very popular in Sweden. You get that with like a nice herb spread. That's the best way I can explain it. You get some cucumber and then you get some herbs and salt above, you know, sprinkle it on top, and you have like a salad sandwich,
Well,
basically.
Let's switch
Crispy
the-
salad sandwich.
let's switch the conversation up a little bit. OFL podcast. We should start one. Genuinely. Like, I think, right, Alex is a host to mediate everything. And then have David, Pontus and I, so Stenos, Zapsyy, and Tom and Pigeon Hunt. You know me. I'm everywhere, mate. I'm everywhere on OFL. If you have me, David, Pontus, just talk it out. I feel that'd be funny. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, we've been speaking about just us, well, our little group having a podcast before, but we came to the conclusion that we will be banned on every platform.
I mean, is that funny though?
It would be funny. You know, it's like the Misfits podcast, very controversial, very raw. But us, we would just have like 5 angry guys screaming at each other for like an hour or 2.
Well,
No, we could just make a montage of James being angry because we like to pistols all the time.
we could just make a. Yeah, that's true.
James is a
Hopefully
good friend of ours.
Hopefully we're getting into the game soon. One of the teams is ready. I do want to just get into this. I do have pasta to eat later, so if we can get that, that would be great.
Or
But,
pasta? Is pure pasta or is it
Nah,
anything in it?
so I'm doing pasta, right? And then I'm getting pesto. You know, bit of that. Then spicy sausage. Bit of ham. You know, it's a whole shebang really.
A whole shebang.
A whole
Sounds
shebang.
epic.
You do love to see it.
Yeah. I mean, I had Thai for dinner actually. I was
Okay.
out on a little date before I came here.
You had 15-15 for dinner.
Don't know what that means, but
Thai.
probably.
I get it.
No.
So when you tie a match, it's 15-15. But you also had Thai food like the country.
Alright. Well, speaking of tying a match, the match is about to begin right here.
That doesn't make any sense. We're gonna
Well,
get into the.
You don't make sense.
We're gonna get into the second map of the best of three. Hollowpoint Academy, after a rough first map, they're gonna try and start to bring it back. And I think the overlay is wrong, so I might have to turn that off for the first round. But here we go, getting started. 2 players up towards A bomb site, 3 going towards B, 1 playing towards mid. And look at where these T side are. They're plastered up towards mid, so it's going to be a nice, quick mid take for them. Banjo rotating over to try and help his team. And the overlay is switched over properly. You can see our names on the bottom there. On the screen, I'm Tom Pigeon Hunt. Casting alongside me is Zapsyy, the lovely Swedish man himself. But these T players, now they're starting to rotate towards A. They're only leaving 1 towards mid. And 1 towards mid also for the CT side. It's just a nice, slow play out from Trojan so far. Fight being taken towards the A ramp, 2 players, and that might be the bomb spotted considering Bonded was the one to take that fight. And now they're just going back. They've still got a minute to play with, however, so they do have the time to do this.
Gonna be another stalemate here, so let's see where they decide to bring the bomb here.
I mean, look at the nades they
Bombs
have
is-
as well. Look at the nades. They have a flash in the smoke on the side of Trojan. They have nothing on the side of Hollowpoint, and there are 4 players up towards mid now. So this is going to be quite an aggressive mid take for the side of Trojan. And here they go, taking down Epra on the run, and they're going to go towards A now. These A players are going to be tested. Banjo just plastered up towards CT. Let's see if he can make any amends of the situation. Currently gets 1. Will he get the second? I don't think he will. Emil getting taken down on the trade. And Wisen, he knows 1 more is here. Banjo doesn't quite notice it, getting tagged down. There we go, taking down 2. Last player towards CT. Grog taking this fight, managed to take 1. Let's see if he can do any more economical damage. See if he can get himself some more money. 1 player towards me. Nice 1 tap onto Warrior. Nice adjustment for him, but Bonded and the Gomes set up the crossfire.
Yeah, well, I was just about to say, well, this isn't impossible. Then I saw the position from Bonded, and I wanted to retract my statement, but luckily I never said it out loud, so...
Yes, because I keep talking.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm known for. That's what the people love me for. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Well, a fast A push for the side of Trojan, and look, they hear this. All 5 of these players up towards mid, they hear this. They're going to rotate fast, so it is just going to be an upwards brawl. Trojan just stopping to throw these nades out, giving more time for Hollowpoint Academy to rotate, and they're going to be up towards the site here now. Crossfire set up for the USPs, only 1 P250 in hand. And Trojan, not wanting to run into a stack, might have run into it. Wisen getting taken down with the Galil spray manically as he puts down the smoke. Sorry, and look where the T side have gone now. They've gone towards B, so leaving 2 players just to challenge. And Hollowpoint Academy, like a swarm of fish towards some food, like a swarm of seagulls towards some chips, they're going towards the B bomb site. But 2 players being taken down, not before Oblivion takes at least 1. But still a 2v4, make that a 1v4, make that a 0v4. All players are dead.
Well, not all players. All players on the Hollowpoint team, at least.
Every player is dead. Shut up.
All my friends are dead. Tom drops to the floor.
We're friends.
Well, if you want to.
Will you be my friend?
Well, friendship aside, the T-side seem to be rushing A fast here, so we'll see
Oh,
how
look
much
at
action
this.
gets.
Oh, they're going. They're going straight for it. Who's going to get the first entry? Is it going to be Hollowpoint or is it going to be Trojan? They're still slowing to try and throw that molly towards sandbags, aware that someone might be in that position. 2 players towards yellow, throwing the smoke down just so they're not being contested, and they're going to get even more position towards that boost coming up for the CT side. I love this boost that might happen. Ooh. Now, I see over. Oh, nice. Dink onto Hunter, taking down 1 already. Spraying through the yellow metal just to see if they can get any damage done. onto the players behind that, but nothing done there. So a nice kill and a nice entry for Hollowpoint.
And that first entry really put a stop into that rush, but they're still hovering around the A site.
Oh, Mac 10 spray, good for Gomes, takes down one. Epra being caught out off guard, he might spot 3 or more, getting players to rotate. Banjo now with the AWP, and he's in the same place as Oblivion. So this is going to be a bit of a frisky battle to face. Oblivion, I think he's going to be the only one to face here. They might want to keep, make sure that there's only, they think there might be one player here. Banjo with the AWP. They're smoking off the same position as well. So Oblivion spraying through the smoke again, and they're still going to be smoked off. A 4v4 equal retake though, with weapon advantage though. So how do they start this retake?
Yeah, it's just a 4v4.
Oh, they're going for it. Nice Mac 10 spray down through for Gomes. Banjo left in a 1v4, getting taken down by Warrior and Trojan. That's the first 3 rounds on the board for them.
I'm not sure if you saw what happened. Well, I mean, the third 3 on the board indeed, but I mean, what I just missed, or if I'm sure if I missed it, but Warrior decided to pick up a Galil instead of an op. I'm quite bamboozled.
I'd rather have a Galil over an AWP.
Well, you suck with everything. It doesn't really matter. I'm kidding. You're okay, player. Well, speaking of being okay, we may need to make sure we're drinking. Alex just redeemed some hydration for us yet again.
No, oh yeah, he did. There's also a highlight message as well. Who needs ESL when you've got OFL? Exactly. You don't get Zapsyy and anpigeon on OFL, do you? Oh no, ESL.
Yeah, no,
ESL,
they never
on ESL.
hydrate on stream either.
Yeah.
You know? They might die any second.
Just watch Sponge on the ESL stream collapse.
Yeah.
He's just
well,
falling over.
speaking of dying and falling over, we're about to get back into the round here to see some death.
Yeah, we're about to watch more people die and fall over. Probably the side of Hollowpoint, as they've only got pistols for this round.
Fall guys, falling, yes.
Here comes the fast B rush for the T side. Oh no, they've slowed it down. Never mind. They're just gonna play their sweet time. They know they might be going into pistols. Just plastered up together. I'm sorry. I've just seen something make me laugh in chat. Who is C60 at Volvo? Oh, we love car humour.
Cars.
Grog, let's see what he can do with that 1D. Ooh, nice 1D. Gone to Gomes, Warrior. Mollying out Emil. Wisen catching Banjo through the smoke. His belly sticking out a little bit. He's eaten too much pizza. Oh, there's a fast flank. Epra managing to take him down with a 5-7. Epra taking another one down with a 5-7 too. Grog, nice 1D. Gets Warrior left in a 1v2. But he's got the HP and weaponry advantage and the range too. Oblivion, it's all left to him to try and recover the round, but no. Warrior with a 4k keeps himself in the round, keeps his team with a clean slate.
I almost thought we were gonna see the upset on that round, you know. It's just that Deagles versus Pistols, they were smoked out and everything, but one at a time the smoke fades and it was just 1D after 1D.
Yeah. Well, nice round from Grog though. Getting a bit of stats on the board, keeping himself equal. And 4 players up towards the A-bomb side. Look, you hear those footsteps. 3 players just ready to face. Are they going to slow this down, throw that sandbag smoke that they usually do? No, Warrior's the only one up here. They're not going to expect this. Epra peeking into Warrior, shoulders showing. And Banjo, he's going to try and have to refrag this now. Maybe he's in a bit too much of an exposed position, and he's going to start to push himself up towards the players. Grog, look at this flank though. He might catch off one of the T players off guard. Bonded getting taken down, and he's just going to fall back. So he's equaled it. He's equaled the numbers, and he's just going to fall back, keep his position.
The T's are gonna be falling back to T spawn. They're not sure where they really want to go. They're just hovering around on the bottom side of the map. Well,
that's the thing.
That A push really got destroyed from Grog. He pushed up into mid the first couple of seconds of the game, so he heard all of the steps. So they just rotated players over from B real quick. And speaking of B, it looks like that's where the T's are going. And they're just slowly creeping up here, and it's up to who's that player?
It's up to Emil.
Emil, yeah.
Well,
see if he can defend the side here.
Here comes the smokes now, and Molotovs, and flashes over. Emil gets one before he gets blinded. So 3 more T's left to go for him. Just peeking the 1T, coming, second AWP shot for him. And there's only one more to contend with, getting sprayed down Warrior. He's left to do, but he's not going to do anything. Never mind.
And it's going to be the first round on the board for Hollowpoint.
Yep. Hollowpoint finally managed to do something off the back of Meal's 3k with the AWP. You have to see it.
Just trying to figure out where they're going with this game. You know, they still have a Galil on Hunter. Their economy is not great on Trojan. Not sure if this is a commit to A, but I think this is a fast fake.
Yeah,
They've shot it down on the CT side. They've just smoked him out.
Yeah, look at where Epra is as well. His position's so far-fetched and Oblivion. Look where he is. He's just getting taken down by Hunter, so he expects that. But Epra, look his position now. He's pushing all the way towards the ramp. Wisen spraying through the smoke. Will he catch Epra off guard? They're just going to push each other. We're missing this fight because GeoTV expects something else to happen. Meanwhile, on the other side of that, Wisen takes down Epra. Banjo with a nice flick onto Hunter. And he's got one more around the A side of the map. These nades throwing out towards B. So 4 players still left for Trojan. Here comes the entry onto the B bomb site. Bonded the first one to make contact with Emil. Nice flash to blind him. And there we go. Bonded managing to peek that safely. Banjo also getting taken down the other side of the map. Gomes cutting off mid. And there we go. 5th round for Trojan.
5th round for Trojan, but that was a really risky execute. They had left the bomb in T-spawn and no one was seeming to go pick it up. A couple of kills and that round could have just turned on his head.
Yeah, I mean, Trojan are really starting to pick apart these Hollowpoint players now. They're just watching for the aggression that Hollowpoint seem to think they need to take. You know? And the aggression they're going to take even more, and they're just going to start to rush ramp. Hunter, he's just looking the other way for the flashes to come out. 2 players up towards, actually 3 players up towards yellow. The fire, he's just sitting in it. Banjo, he's gonna notice, gets 2 with the deagle. That's all he's good for though. Wisen managing to trade out soon, but it's a 3v2, make that a 3v3. Sorry, 3v4, make that a 3v3. As the boost not quite working for the CT side, I'm losing my track with numbers. Maybe I do need some math classes.
Probably not. You're not gonna be a math teacher after all.
Well, I have to teach maths.
Well, they say no. They can't force you.
Well,
Your body, your choice. And speaking of choices, they decide not to commit to A, and they left. End of story.
They're going to go up to mid. Well, we'll keep that chapter open for now. As they go towards mid, and they're just going to start to split themselves up on the CT side. I'd actually stick yourself together, really. I mean, there's only one towards B to try and stop any sort of push, but Emil's starting to read towards mid, and now they've got that confirmation that at least one is there. Emil's starting to reposition himself towards CT, may be able to catch off someone who wants to get that extra position. Speaking of position, Grog's being found out, just trying to bide his time, make sure he can get anything done, but he can't, getting taken down by Wisen. Yep, Warrior, nice peek onto Emil 2, and that leaves Oblivion left all alone, trying to see if he can save some weapons. You're being insulted in chat.
Yeah.
Gomes is asleep. Never mind.
Well, you could say Oblivion was oblivious and didn't see him up there. Ha!
I've already made that joke, man. You can't make it again.
But I did it better.
No.
Well, the match has paused here, so we could argue. Do you want to argue with me, Tom?
What do you want to argue about?
Water.
No. But can we just give up the water?
Well, lucky for you, we won't have to discuss water no more, because the game is back alive. Darn it, Tom. I really wanted some water talk here. Gosh
darn it indeed, as we get back into the 8th round. The windows and the skylight's being broken for Trojan, so it looks like it's going to be a play towards mid. Smoke to stop the T side pushing out, but I think they might just flash through this. Random spray going out causes Grog to spray back with the M4, reloading as well as he gets pushed by 4 players. Managed to take down 1. Can he take it on a second? No, he can't. Bonded, trades back, makes it a 4v4. Meanwhile, on the B bomb site, Gomes takes down 1 who's a bit too far up for his own good. And that's pretty much the B bomb site now, and I think if you're on the side of Hollowpoint, you need to save this. You've got nothing. No money, save these weapons, save the utility, save the kits you've got. Bob's your uncle.
Wait, he's my uncle?
Yes, Bob is your uncle.
Well, speaking of uncle, well, speaking of ankles, I hurt mine the other day.
Why?
I placed my foot in a really awkward... yeah, well, I didn't really walk properly, so I fell off the sidewalk.
How do you not walk properly?
It was dark out. It was dark outside.
But that's not
I
an
couldn't
excuse.
really see. I was going.
That's
I was
not
gonna
an
step
excuse,
down
man.
from the sidewalk. I was stepping down from the sidewalk. Then I fell on my foot. put all my weight on my foot.
But is your
And
ankle
we're just
okay?
talking over. I mean, is any one of us okay these days?
No, but is your ankle okay though?
Yeah, my uncle is fine. His name is Bob.
No, your ankle, fam. Stop playing with me, you know.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
Okay. Do you need surgery?
No, hopefully not.
Well, it's the Brazil for Trojan. 7-1.
We'll see how much more Hollowpoint will be able to put up here. You know, saving the weapons when they need to might not be an option no more, because they're gonna give way too many rounds to Trojan.
Well, Trojans seem to be picking apart the Hollowpoint side well. Winning their fights especially. Hollowpoint Academy not quite up to scratch with their aim duels. Wyzen just watching for that CT push that has been happening before, and it happens again. Oblivion managing to trade out early though, but that causes one more player to rotate from mid. So mid isn't fully open, there's still one player protecting it, but that leaves one player towards B. And now once they've got, once they've got that A kill, that if they go towards B then, they've only got one person to contend with. They easily block out the site with their nades too. Oh.
What a
What a boost! Bonded, you saucy devil. You saucy man. Grog left alone on the B bomb site before his comrades come in to rotate. Well, there's two players towards the B bomb site now. Bonded flashing himself out once, flashing himself out twice. Probably going to go through that smoke. No, he won't. He'll just stay where he is. And actually, this is a massive distraction. The players are going back towards A. Oblivion takes down one, but they're finally giving up the game plan. They're starting to run towards the A bomb site. And now the CT player is calling for a rotate. Banjo looking the wrong way, wrong time, peeking into Hunter at the wrong place. And it's left in a 3v2. Both players rotating towards from CT. And all players going towards yellow. So they might expect one player or two players towards there, but definitely not all three. I think that's a questionable place to put all three, as they're just trying to throw the weapons off the site just in case they lose that. Grog, flash out to start this retake. Here it goes then. Nade, smoke, two nades. That smoke goes down on the bomb. They have to remember that position a bit. But Grog is down on low HP, and Hunter just adjusts onto the box, and there we go. That's the 8th round for Trojan. And I think, who was that player there who was bonded? That was him. He was faking towards B. That's a good amount of position, and that kept the CT side waiting.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to think for an option for Hollowpoints here, but I can't really see.
Retire.
Anything. Yeah, well, no, I can't see anything they're doing wrong really, except missing their shots.
I think they're just being taken apart a bit too much. They're trying to go for aggressive peaks that they don't need. And speaking of peaks, Oblivion is forced into one by the Molotov. That smoke coming out way too late on sandbags. Bonded also taking down one on mid as well. So taking apart the CT side is what Trojan are doing. They're just getting the entries that they need. But here we go then, going towards A. Hunter, you're reloading a bit of a questionable position, mate. But Epra being baited into that. So Banjo left all alone, and nothing he can do about it. Emil, he's on the B-bomb site, he's going to run for his life.
Well, yeah, this is just a slaughter. Well, Hollowpoint technically, it looks like they're having the advantage on a lot of these duels, but they're just not hitting their shots at all. This is Trojan's map pick after all, so maybe Hollowpoint just don't know how to play Inferno. This is not Inferno, this is Vertigo.
It's been a long day for you, hasn't it? Oh,
yeah.
Quick reactions from Bonded though.
And I might be having a heat stroke. It's so hot in my room.
Turn off the PC.
Oh yeah.
You can have a 5-second delay when casting.
I can?
Yeah, I'll watch the stream and then cast alongside with the stream.
No, that would just be way too obnoxious.
Match paused. Hollowpoint Academy not buying up much. Trojan's economy is booming. Look at that.
Boomich.
We love Boomich.
Yeah, our favorite guy.
You know what? I really like the graphics that OFL give us. Like, genuinely, I love it when like the names come up with the casters, because we are obviously really important.
Obviously, yeah.
Yep, they've come
Wait,
up
who-
again. Obviously, someone's listed. I think Alex, you legend. I'm Tom and Pigeon Hunt, the British voice. You can go follow me wherever. You can also go follow Zapsyy on Twitter too.
Hog champ indeed.
Thank you for the slight promotion. Oh, I love this smoke that Warrior throws. I love this smoke towards A. It just gives me good vibes. You know what I mean? Like the utility usage you can do on Vertigo is just second to none. But look at this mid stack. Look at this A stack towards Hollowpoint as well. Every time Hollowpoint is stacked somewhere, Trojan have gone the complete opposite way apart from that one round on A, but we'll forget about that. Because they rotated towards B. So, free bomb site there for Hollowpoint Academy.
And if I'm Hollowpoint here, I don't see why I would go for this. You know,
If I'm Hollowpoint here,
a
I'd be
couple of
sad.
Eagles will never. I would be really sad. Yeah. Well, not only are they losing, but I mean, their big brain strat didn't work. You know, if I'm Hollowpoint here, I would just throw everyone in except Oblivion. Let him save his armor. Let's throw everyone else to the death.
I like Warrior's position here, just tapping away on CT. Oh,
How are they all in CT area surviving?
it is a vibe. You love to see it.
Yeah. And
Oh, on
speaking
the
of
screen,
vibe,
on the screen, wait a second, you can see Alex Pellick-Brands. He is the owner of OFL, an absolute legend, giving me the opportunity to start casting and start doing something I really enjoy, as well with Zapsyy too. Yeah, everything you see on OFL is pretty much organised by him. He's got everything together. You love to see it, really. What a legend.
and it's time for the legendary water drinkage again with an
Mhm.
hydration token redeem.
That's from my mother. Remember that.
I remember.
Do you really?
She's checking up on you. Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, look at this push from Grogs up in towards mid through the smoke, and actually Wizen caught off guard, but nonetheless manages to adjust straight towards him. So Banjo now he's got to start to rotate towards mid to try and hold the inevitable push that is coming towards him. 4 players, and he's getting flashed off the angle, and he's just going to fall back. Smart decision from him to allow Oblivion to get the angle on him. Banjo, of course, getting one more, so still a 3v3, 2 players up towards him too, so he's going to be challenger if both players decide to peek him. Epra, though, does take down Hunter. Wizen, shoulder
Taking
peek
down
and aggressing on
Banjo.
towards Banjo.
It's still a 2v2 here.
They can
This
go
might
B.
be a round for Hollowpoint.
They can go B.
But-
It's free.
Yeah. B is free.
Well, the thing is, Emmy
Well-
was on the fast rotate now, so they're going to have one on each site. But Epra, he's got to start to make his move. I think, Emmy, you've got to hear this, and he has. So he's heard the players, and I think they're going to start facing him. They are. Emil taking shots towards with Warrior. Wizen with the last bullet of his AK managing to spray it down and help out. Now Epra left in a 1v2. Takes down one already. Molotov to slow him down. Flash out, but Warrior just avoids the flash. Takes him down. 11th round on the board for Trojan.
This is starting to look like a tragedy from Hollowpoint. You know, well, this isn't their map pick after all, so you can't expect them to win this map. But at least you can expect them to put up fights.
I think this is a
They're
horrible way
after
to
all-
start the tournament, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they're in the semifinals after all.
Well, as you can see on our screen, a new event for OFL coming at the end of November. It's the OK Let's Play with OFL Winter Wonderland. You can sign up for that if you join the Discord. A cash prize of, I think, $40 or $50 available for you to win. If you sign up with a team, you'll be able to take part. Formalities aside, A split. And Epra all confused as to why players are coming from behind him. CT's not trying to contest it. Gomes, however, contesting the remaining CTs that are pushing towards the bomb site. There's only 2 more left. Gets one. Body gets the other.
They're all dead.
You
And a
tired?
bit of banter there. Yeah, I had a long day, Tom.
Yes.
And speaking of long day, Hollowpoint's not gonna have a long match, it looks like. You know, Trojan is just on the momentum, they have the confidence, they're just running through their own Molotovs and just clicking them heads. I don't see Hollowpoint being able to do anything here,
Well,
even if they win the pistol round.
yeah, but they've learned their lesson to not aggress on towards the A bomb site, but look at the T side now. They're aggressing even further than they have done before in these A takes. Vertigo, of course, being the best go A simulator before something doesn't work. But actually, they look to trying to fake this out. Look where Warrior's going towards. He's going towards B. He's going towards mid. He's just trying to see if you can stop off any rotates. But I think the position they've got now on Trojan, they're just going to keep towards here, especially the bomb too. So the bomb's staying far back just in case they do need to rotate off just in case anything goes wrong. 2 players, make that 3 actually, towards the A bomb site just to try and cover off any potential push that is happening.
And it does look like Trojan is gonna go towards A here. They're just hovering around the A ramp,
Ooh.
waiting for someone to aggress.
Yep, well here comes the push then. Bonded is going to be the first one to push. Blinded, 3 flashes going over, we can hear those popping, and that's just a 5v5 retake straight away. Made that a 4v5, Hunter taking down 1. The boost unexpected from Emil, spraying through the smoke. Can Oblivion get that? No, he can't. Taking Wizen down to 25 HP. But a 4v5 retake, all players coming from the same position. One's already been taken down, Oblivion through the smoke onto Wizen. Gomes managing to trade one out onto the same player that killed his teammates. Now they've got 2 smokes, Molly. They've got 2 flashes and a nade. They can easily throw this utility out, give themselves more space onto this bomb site. But space they won't have as Hunter decides to push up towards CT. Grog's taking down the aggressor, and it's Bonded left in a 1v2 with his teammate. Warrior taking down no one. It's Bonded with both kills.
13-1 here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What more can you say?
I don't know, man. Like, I mean, commentating aside, you know, well, it doesn't matter in the end. We're all gonna die.
Commentating aside, WTF is happening.
WTF indeed.
Oh, look at this
And,
fast
you know,
play.
Yeah, Trojan's just gonna go from fast A to fast B, and through the smoke, counter takes down Emil.
Well, Molotov is going to try and stop them. They're just going to keep going. Hunter 360 through the smoke, and he's going to get that bomb down. One more player, Banjo, getting caught on the fast flank. Oh, that long range shot from Wise and Epra, just having the wrong angle, wrong idea, and wrong spray pattern as well. Oblivion left with it all to do, try and take at least one weapon off him, but it doesn't matter. He's got to go for this. It's the last round, and the last round won by Trojan. 14-1 for this first half on Vertigo.
I want to say something smart here, but there's
Go
nothing
on.
smart to say. You know, it's just a complete wash. You know, no one
Speaking
else
of
is needed.
wash, and
It's
speaking
just
of
a
smart,
wash.
water facts.
What facts? All right, I had another one.
No, you don't.
I actually did. I had quite a few. I love water. Oh, now I forgot it just because you put me on the spot here, Tom. Well, being on the spotlight here, you know, taking time to thank our sponsors.
Well,
Rogue
hey,
Energy Drink. Keep your mind.
you know, if you
Upgraded.
can use the, I think it's the discount code OFL on Rogue Energy. I think
Yeah.
it's for 10% off.
That sounds poggers, you know.
I think so. That's what I've read. I can't quite remember. The nuke score was 16-7 on the previous map, Bulldog. It was a very, you know, it was a map in favor of Trojan. They won that 16-7. But this map, 14-1 for them so far.
And I mean, even if they win the pistol here, I don't see them really coming back.
Yeah, you really need at least, I think, 6 on the T side, or going into the T side, sorry, to actually get something done. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, unless Trojan all decide to jump off the map here and give Hollowpoint some kind of chance in this game, I don't see them turning it around.
Imagine
I'm
all 5
Hollowpoint here,
players
I'm
just
just-
jump off the map.
Yeah, well, if I'm Hollowpoint here, I'm just gonna try to have some fun.
Yeah, this isn't exactly the way to go out of a tournament, though, is it?
No, it's not. Well, I mean, what more can they do? As far as I'm aware, they've done their best, and that just wasn't enough.
You know, the Hollowpoint brand is the only team in this tournament, the brand to have won OFL Masters League once before.
Well, this is the academy team, right?
Yes, the main team has changed their name to Jaeger. They'll be playing tomorrow at the same
Alright.
time as it started today, and they are the only team in this tournament to have previously won. So let's see if they can keep their crown. But who can we crown a winner of this best of 3? Trojan looking likely to take it as they start off on the CT side. So there are some strategies here for Hollowpoint, starting to throw out smokes towards the B bomb site. Now, Gomes, he's going to be tested. One player rotating in towards him. He's playing towards the back of the site, taking down Emil with nice one tap. Hunter chiming with a second as he pushes through the smoke. But where are they wrapping around? Oh, Gomes, you saucy man. Nice one tap onto Banjo and Epro. He's just been taken down, run down by the USP. Pistol round for Trojan. What can we do?
Well, it's a bloodbath yet again, and this map was over before it started.
Yep. What can you do?
I mean, I probably could have done nothing, to be fair.
Well, Hollowpoint are going to force up for what could potentially be the last round of this semi-final, best of 3. Trojan looking set to advance straight towards the final. Hollowpoint needing 14 rounds in a row to get into overtime, but Trojan, they're starting off well. Hunter, 1 kill already, 1 minute 30 into the round. Contesting towards B is Hollowpoint. They do take down 1, and that's the B bomb site open for now, but 1 player is rotating over. That is Bonded. What can he do to try and save this B bomb site? The UMP player of Warrior is also... Oh, nice nade from him. Doesn't even need to use his weapon. As it's 3v4 straight onto this site. Molly going off to force the player out of position. Bonded taking down 1 more. Both players stacked up towards the left side for Warrior. Warrior taking down 1, and there we go. Advancing to the finals. Trojan 16-1. And, you know, commiserations to Hollowpoint Academy. They've had a strong running so far throughout this series. But that's it. That's the game over.
Yeah, I'm still trying to think of stuff to say, but I mean, I'm just washed, you know.
Well,
what is there to say about that game? Really?
It was a stomp. It was a massive stomp. But I think we're going to cut it here, guys. Congratulations to Team Trojan. We'll see who they face in the finals tomorrow for the next semi-final best of 3 for the Masters Series. Join us at the same time tomorrow as this started, 2000 CET. That is 7 PM GMT if you are in the UK. If you're anywhere in Europe, pretty much it will be 8 o'clock in the evening. Join me and Zapsyy there for that cast for tomorrow.